We got his MMR. I remember him not sleeping that night, crying and waking up with a very toxic smelling diaper. I also remember 48 hours later, he had a 105-degree temperature. 3 days after that, he had a full body rash. He started staring episodes, which we later realized were absent seizures. At 18 months, we discussed some of the changes, but his gross motor skills were still really good, so we gave him his 18-month shots. The next day, he stopped calling me mommy. He stopped wanting to be in the same room with his father, and he stopped following his sister around. By 2, everything was gone.
So we're going to do something different. I didn't see anyone do this before. We're going to talk about the adverse events of the vaccination and why they develop. First of all, we have not sleeping at night and crying. The reason why this happens is because the nervous system is so stressed. There's a lot of pressure on the adrenal glands. That's why the child is not able to sleep. Also, the lymphatic system becomes so congested. Then the mother mentions about a toxic diaper. And the reason why her child had bad smell in the diaper is because of a lot of ammonia and urea. So the liver is detoxifying the toxins. So when this happens, a lot of the waste will go in the bowels and produce that smell. You have to always remember that the gut is the primary system that eliminates toxicity from the body. And the whole lymphatic system starts dumping in toxicity into the gut so it can get eliminated. And of course, there are organs that will try to reduce the impact of these toxicity, like the liver breaking down ammonia into urea. And also we have lymphoid organs like the spleen, for example. All these work on reducing the toxicity in the body. And one of the major organisms, other than the human cells that work on reducing the toxicity, is the microbes. So bacteria, what we call germs, viruses, all these things, parasites even, they work on reducing the toxicity. This is not related, but what happens is that the body needs all the help. So that's why high body temperature, which she also talks about, starts to happen. So what happens is the metabolism starts getting higher and higher because the body is now working hard to reduce this toxicity. Heat will also help reduce the toxicity in the body. Also, it will increase the sweat, so the individual will be able to sweat more and release the toxicity. So as you can see that all these things are detox symptoms. The body is doing all these diarrhea and the bad smell coming out, high body temperature and eliminating through the skin, and also increasing the metabolism in the body to reduce the impact of the toxicity. And the reason why the full body rash happens is because the lymphatic system is not moving properly. Not enough elimination is happening from the kidneys and the gut, or too much elimination is happening from the kidneys and the gut. And also the skin has to help with the elimination. But what happens is that the skin starts getting dehydrated, and most people are low in raw fats. Their skin will irritate and develop rash. So this is part of the elimination process in the body and detox symptom. Yeah, we have a toxicity in the body, and this is how we are reacting. She also talks about the staring episodes and seizures. So due to the stress on the nervous system, on the gut, and the whole body actually, the adrenal glands as well, most importantly, this will put a lot of stress on the HPA axis, hypothalamus pituitary and adrenal axis. So what this will do is basically it will reduce cognition and will mess with the brain function, not allowing the child to focus properly and to even have control over their eyes. That's why they won't be able to focus well. And seizures happens because of a nervous system response. So the nervous system is trying to eliminate all these heavy metals, especially the aluminum that gets stuck in between the nerves. So the seizures is basically a reaction to toxicity. And it happens as long as there's toxins in the nervous system. So as we detoxify the nervous system, less seizures will happen. But seizures in itself is a reaction to toxicity. And also she mentioned that after the next shot, he stopped calling her mama. And the reason why Also, this happens is because of the improper brain function that happens due to the toxicity. There's a lot of trauma in the gut, a lot of nervous stimulation. The brain is not able to focus well. There's no pattern recognition. There's inability to learn properly. And that's the basic foundation of ASD, ADHD, all these mental problems that happen to children at a young age due to vaccine injury or any other toxicity injury. If you found this information helpful, please subscribe. I'm starting my YouTube channel just recently, and that will be very helpful. And you can also share the content. Feel free to share it wherever you want. And always remember, you are the author of your life. You write your health. So do not depend on other health authorities to dictate your health. Take control, be your own author, and stay healthy.